another episode of the PMD Tea Buyers Club. I'm your host, Dhananjay Silva. First of all, before we talk about any of the teas and why there's a Rice Krispies packet in the shot, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the show. Really appreciate your comments. You know, we've had some really nice comments coming back on the Twitter, coming back on the Facebook, and also even into our inbox as well about, you know, the stuff that you guys have learned, things about water quality in different parts of the world. So really appreciate the feedback. Subscribe to the channel and drop your comments in the section below, because it is my fuel that allows me to do this show. Now, getting back to why there's a Rice Krispies packet in today's show, it's because these teas, they remind me of Snap, Crackle and Pop from breakfast cereal. The tea that we're talking about today is Gen Mai Cha. Now, Gen Mai Cha is a Japanese tea, it's a Japanese green tea, and unlike some of the other teas that we've tasted on this show so far, these teas have got rice kernels and they've got popcorn in them. And the reason why they have them is because, going back in time, Gen Mai Cha first of all means the people's tea. And it was drunk by Japanese peasants back in the day who used to bulk up the tea with rice and popcorn, and they would actually eat it almost like a stew. It's now become very popular and it makes a wonderful tea for the autumn time. You know, you get this slight toasty note coming through in a good Gen Mai Cha. So I've got 3 teas. I'm going to talk about these, and if any of them are good, I'm going to put them up on the website. So let's start off with the first one. First Gen Mai Cha, let's have a look at the leaf that we've got here. Well, as you can see, there's you've got the toast, you've got the toasted rice, you've got the popcorn in there as well. But guys, look at the actual green leaf itself. Now the green leaf itself, it's quite long, it's not as green, it has a bit of an open, flaky look to the leaf. It's not really rolled too well at all. I'm not too impressed by this tea. I wonder how it's going to taste, but the green leaf itself doesn't look too good. Now, that's like an average looking Gen Mai Cha to me, you know? Let's have a look at the actual infusion and the actual nose of the tea itself. Let me actually just get rid of that. Those teas there. The actual leaf itself, you can see that the leaf is a bit open. It's a bit flaky again. You're getting the smell of the Gen Mai Cha coming out, a wonderful toasted smell. Let's have a look at the actual cup now. Well, the cup colour is quite light. It's quite light. It's not as bright as I'd like to see it. And let's have a go at this tea. Yeah, I'm not too impressed by that tea. It has quite an old taste to the tea. The leaves are very old. You can see that in the leaf itself. You're getting the toastedness from the rice, but it's not too impressive at all. It's not too impressive. I do actually like to just nibble on these rice kernels, but no, that's not a very good tea. The leaf, the actual green leaf itself isn't very good. Let's have a look at the second Gen Mai Cha that we've got here and see if this offers anything better. Well, what can we see? To be honest, I think this Gen Mai Cha is worse than the first one that we saw. If you look at the leaf itself, now, K-Rock, zoom in on that leaf, you know? Forget about the rice kernels and the popcorn pieces. Look at that leaf. The leaf there is quite light. It's a very light green. It's very open. Hasn't been rolled well. This is a very old leaf. This is a poor quality leaf. This is actually worse than the first one that we saw, and it's got a lot of rice kernels in there, which is not really what you want to be looking for when you buy a green tea. So even if you guys are buying sencha tea and you see this kind of leaf, this kind of open, light green, flaky leaf, stay away from this. This is not good leaf. This is old leaf. And Japanese teas, they don't keep very well. You know, at the max you can keep them for 6 months, and that's due to the way that they pan fire it. But this is not a good sencha base that they've used. And if you guys are buying this kind of sencha, this kind of open, flaky, light green sencha, stop. It's nothing you should be spending your money on at all. You know. So let's put this leaf away and have an actual taste of the actual cup. You can see again from the infusion itself, it does not look good at all. I mean, look at, you can see the difference in the two colors of the leaf. This is much duller than this one, you know? And this, bear in mind, wasn't a good leaf to begin with, so you can see how bad this leaf is. In fact, I'm not even going to put this leaf into the cup because it's that bad. I'm just going to put that straight into the bin. Let's have a taste of the cup. Well, the cup you can see is a lot darker. That's to be expected because the leaf is that bad. It's a lot darker, it's a lot thicker. I'm not expecting a lot from this tea. So let's have a taste of this. Oh my god. That is horrible. You guys know why I do this show. It's because I love you guys so much that I actually tasted that. I knew it was going to be bad, but yeah, that is not a good tea to taste. Look back on this video, look at the leaf that we've just shown, and never ever buy a light green leaf like that that's open and flaky. Let's see if we've got anything better from the third installment of what we've had, because the teas today haven't been so good. Let's have a look. This actually is a lot better. This is actually a much better leaf. If you look, K-Rock zooms in on this, you can actually see that this leaf is much tighter. You know, the pieces are much thinner and been rolled much tighter fashion. They're not open, they're not flaky. You can notice that it's a lot greener. It has like a jaded green to the leaf, and that's what you want to be looking for when you buy a good Gen Mai Cha. This is the kind of leaf that you want to be having, not the one that we had in the previous cup. Let's have a look and have a quick sniff of the actual leaf infusion itself. You can see that the actual infusion is a lot brighter, it's a lot greener. Let's have a quick sniff. There's a wonderful toasty note coming out of the tea. The cup color itself as well. It's nice and light, it's very bright as well. So let's give this a go. Guys, I think that those three just show how important good leaf is, you know? That tea tastes wonderful. You've got the wonderful grassy, sappy notes coming through from the green centre itself. You've got the toasted, you know, rice that comes through and hits you in the side of your palate. This is the kind of tea that you want to be having if you're having a good Gen Mai Cha. I'm definitely going to put this tea on the website. I really like it. It's something perfect for the autumn time to have as we start to go into winter. And give this one a go. As ever, guys, drop your comments in the comment section below, and we'll see you for another episode of the Tea Buyers Club. Thank you for watching.